right. Oh, it's not Batman.
Oh,
Wrong show. Wrong
my
show.
bad.
I really got to get somebody to make us some fucking music for our intro
Yeah.
and get it uploaded on here so that we have our own intro music instead of that generic rock shit that we have to play.
That's pretty big awesome.
That'd be great. So if there's anybody out there that knows how to make and edit music, please edit us something for the joint coalition of Dynasty of Wrestling and On Deck with Titanic, so that we can have our own custom intro. So we don't have to keep using
And
that.
do not play the tone of "My Heart Will Go On," or we will hunt you down and
Well,
hurt you.
you will. I don't care. I will find it amusing. I don't care.
Well, go figure.
I don't give a shit. So I found it amusing. I kept up with our predictions for the show this weekend.
Well, let me tell
On
you, I did. I did the same thing with my cousin,
Yeah,
and he got a shit the bed.
it happens.
Oh
It
yeah,
happens.
it was bad.
I will
He
tell you
kept
right
on trying to add. He kept on trying to add more wins. I was like, motherfucker, you just lost.
right. Now there were two impromptu matches that we didn't do a prediction on because we didn't know were going to happen. One on Saturday night, one on Sunday night. So those were just kind of thrown in there. We didn't get to do predictions on them because that was the surprise. Pat McAfee making his return,
And Shane O'Mac
tearing his
made
quad,
his took his 2 minute match.
tearing his quad like father, like son, tearing his quad in the ring. He comes back, gets the big pop, and then leapfrogs over, and down goes Shane O'Mac.
Here comes the money. There he goes. There goes the money.
Yeah, on that doctor's bill. But no, I mean, for night one, we were tied 6-1. We both predicted 6 right, predicted 1 wrong. For night 2, we both predicted 4 right, got 2 wrong. So overall, we're 10-3, bro. 10-3. We did pretty good. And we'll just start right off. John Cena, Austin Theory. We both got that one right. We both predicted that Theory would win. Did the match go the way you thought it would?
I knew it'd be good.
I was impressed. I really was. Theory really stepped up, and in my opinion, he carried John Cena through that match.
Yeah. John
Cena,
John looked good.
but you could tell he was out of breath halfway through that match.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was bad.
Yeah, I had people up here at home telling me they was like, so is John Cena in that time in his career where we could do little spurts and then we got to take and rest again?
Yes. That
I was
is.
like, you obviously didn't see my anything goes match in October.
Yes.
It was good though. I rather enjoyed it. I mean, sorry, it was at home. Hello. Are you there? Can't hear nobody. I guess we have to try this again, huh? We're gonna try this again.
So I don't know if y'all can hear me right at this very moment, but I just got back into the studio here. The whole StreamYard site just like crashed. I thought I was having technical difficulties on my end with the Wi-Fi, but apparently that was not the case. StreamYard just sent me an email letting me know that they had um, some kind of issue going on. So I'm sorry if y'all had to stare at a screen that said on deck with Titanic for a few minutes while we sorted things out here. I'm trying to get Titanic back in with me. We had to relink him. There you are.
I'm
So
back.
it wasn't on our end. It was on StreamYard's end. They just sent me out a message letting me know that their host site just like crashed, but they got it right back up. So,
Well, Alan Walker was on a while ago with Poker Face. So that's probably the problem.
well, no, that was on you Facefuck or something, wasn't it?
No, they was on YouTube
Oh, were they?
on StreamYard.
Well, there it is. But yeah, that could be why. That could definitely be why that ugly motherfucker being on there. Anyway, moving right along, Austin Theory picking up the victory, retaining the championship. And I'm just going to go down the list like we wrote it last time. We got Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. We both predicted Rhea Ripley would win. I was very impressed. What were your thoughts?
Match of the night.
Oh, yeah, they tore it down. Rhea
Yeah.
has come a long way.
Me, on the other hand, I believe there was a 1A, 1B when it come to match of the night.
What are you thinking?
I thought Rhea and Charlotte and Sammy and KO and the Usos.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can agree with that, but I was thinking more along the lines of you got your single match of the night and your tag match of the night, so which they were the main event, so, of course.
Well, the drama in the match is what I liked.
Oh, yeah.
And the way Charlotte acted after the match was like she was relieved.
Yeah.
And they just knew that they just kicked ass.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell by the expression on both of them's face that they knew they had a good match. The fans there in attendance were fucking just overjoyed with that match. So I mean, yeah, and like I said, we both predicted the winner on that one. And of course, like you were just talking about the Usos and Zayn and Owens, we both predicted the win on that one, and I agree that it was, runner up or right there with the match of the night. What was I mean? Go ahead and give me your thoughts on it. We're on it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so this story has been going on for how long?
About a year.
And uh, but if you go back to about what 3 years ago when it
Yeah.
really the bloodline really started, the story of the match, they put on a hell of a story, dude. The match, I really got caught up into it.
Yeah, I mean, it really sucked you in. You wanted Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to get that revenge, to win.
And there was times where you didn't think it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean they got the.
But somebody
1D.
had to. Somebody in the bloodline was going to lose their belts.
Oh yeah, and we'll get to that. That one apparently, oh buddy, a lot of people aren't happy about how that one went. I mean, what did I tell you? And I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. What did I tell you when we did our predictions? I feel like Roman Reigns does not lose. I want Cody to.
Right.
I want him to win with all my heart. So I went with the prediction of Cody winning. But
Right.
I said it when we were making our predictions. I feel like Roman gets that 1,000-day reign and they carry this out to SummerSlam or something, or they carry it out to somewhere down the line and they keep building to it and there's something going to happen.
Well,
and
like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, but I was still surprised.
I wasn't. I wasn't. I mean,
Because I was
when
like, I really felt like he was going to win. But once they got over there to the Samoan spike, I was like, this place is going to fucking rot.
Alan Walker commented, he said Cody beats Roman at SummerSlam. I don't feel like they have it at SummerSlam. I feel like with the way Paul Heyman cut the promo last night, they drag it out. I feel like it may
Maybe
be
Mania 40.
being next. That's exactly what I was fixing to say. They take
You
it
should
all the way
be,
to
I mean, if you think
Philadelphia.
about it, the night that John Cena lost to The Rock the first time,
It took a year again before he got the Rock again.
who did he face? Who showed up the next night and they started up an angle?
Brock. So
What happened Monday night?
yeah, I mean, and
Brock Lesnar whooped that ass.
boy, did he ever! I mean, out of nowhere, Brock just turns on him in just F5, 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 suplex, all that shit, just left him laying. I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't see that coming. I didn't
didn't either.
I was like, we're gonna get a different outcome this time, but we didn't. Then we had the six women tag match. We predicted the winners on it, but I'm just gonna be straightforward honest. I think it was the Drizzling Shits.
Are you talking about Damage Control and
Yes,
Trish
I
Lee?
am.
I agree.
That match was fucking horrible.
Now, let me tell you one match that did surprise me.
Go ahead.
Two.
Okay, two. Two matches that surprised you.
Ray and Dominic. And the four-way match.
Oh, the four-way tag match? Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yes, I agree. I was really impressed with that one. And granted, I want to point this out. We did pick the right team. The Street Profits did get the win in that match. So kudos go to us and to them for getting the win. And kudos to Ray for beating Dominic because I picked that one. I'm sorry, I told you.
Which one did you miss? Which one did you end up missing?
I picked Logan Paul and he lost.
Oh, ain't you fucking retarded?
Obviously. I mean, but I'm sitting here thinking Logan Paul's this big deal and they're trying to keep this kid around and okay, well, we'll put him over on Seth Rollins, give him a fucking push. But then again, you think about it and Logan Paul really is nothing. I mean, if you look at it that way, Logan Paul really is nothing.
I mean, really, what are you going to do with him? I mean, there's nothing else you can do with him.
No, there ain't shit you can do with him. So
I mean, he's good. He's good, and he's athletic. He can do high flying shit.
Yeah. He can get in there and he can have a match and he can make
I'm sure
anybody else look good.
His business partner was happy that he had that prime pad on.
Oh yeah, I bet because fucking Seth landed on him. I guarantee you that didn't feel fucking good. But I was even impressed, and I didn't think I picked Logan Paul because of the name value of what WWE was putting behind the kid. I didn't pick him because I like him. I don't like him. I wish you'd fucking stay home. I don't want him in a wrestling ring. I don't think he deserves to be in there. But it is what it is, and. Logan
go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I popped when Eddie Guerrero's music hit.
I did too. I ain't even gonna lie. Dominic and Ray really impressed me. I was impressed with Logan and Seth too. I mean, I didn't expect Logan and Seth to go as long as they did, but they did. And Dominic and Ray, you're right. They really had a damn good match. Dominic really showed up, and
nobody's got heat like that boy.
No, like he is the most hated motherfucker on the roster right now. Like he is, mommy's got him trained well apparently because he's getting heat everywhere he goes.
I wish her, yeah.
And then of course we got the Pat McAfee Miz surprise match.
That was good.
Wasn't surprised that Pat McAfee went over on the Miz. It was very entertaining, but And then they closed the night out with the tag title match like it was. I mean, it was a pretty good first night of WrestleMania, the 2 nights that it is. I don't think I like the 2-night setup. Hopefully they'll go back to 1 night eventually. I doubt it, but
I want to put over one person for
who we putting over?
not one. Rey Mysterio's daughter's ass.
I knew that was coming. Oh, I knew that was coming. Good God. I think you're like the third person that has said something to me about that.
Well,
I'm just going to throw that out there because there was someone that was here watching it with me. I won't mention his name because I don't want his wife to cut him while he sleeps. But Oh,
that was gorgeous.
Moving right along tonight, too, while we're at it. Started out with Lesnar and Omos. I was impressed that Brock went on first, and then I got to thinking about it. Well, it is Brock. He wants to get his money, and he wants to get the fuck out of there. So there it is. That's why he did it.
And did it in 4 minutes.
I know, right? Like, he took an ass whooping, and then he beat the dude. Like, that was... I was like, there's no way they're putting this dude over fucking Brock. Like,
I just wanted to see Brock. I wanted to see Brock pick that big motherfucker up.
I knew he could. There was no doubt in my mind.
Well, I mean, he used to pick up Big Show when Show was 500 pounds.
Right. There was no doubt in my mind. We were sitting here with a room full of people, and everybody's like, do you really think he can do it? And I'm like, there's no way in hell that he can't. It's Brock fucking Lesnar. If he wants to throw that dude at third row, he's going to throw him into the fucking third row. I've seen him lift a Jeep for shoot, not having to have it jacked up.
We saw Omos chunk his ass too.
Yeah. Seeing Omos chunk his ass around, I really got to wondering whether or not Brock was going to lose. And then I was like, nah, there's no way. They're not putting this dude over on Brock.
No.
And we both predicted that one right. Lesnar come out victorious, and now we move on to this Cody thing with him and Cody feuding. But I don't even know. I don't know where that's gonna go. Then we had the women's tag match, the showcase match, and again, I picked the winner, and you picked the loser. I picked Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, which. I just want to point out they didn't do shit during this match.
I thought it was kind of boring.
Like it was again, and I'm not trying to be very critical of the women's division, but their women's division is certain. One of them's are the drizzling shit. Like it's just getting worse and worse.
It's
and no disrespect to Becky, but the 6-woman match was horrible. Go ahead.
There's a few people that belong in the elite of the women there.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No, not at all. And,
and if you really needed to put their ass in a fucking battle royal or something, a Mae Young battle royal or some shit.
That's what I was wondering. Why did we waste our time putting these tag matches on when you could have just done the damn battle royals on the show and had a woman won one night and a man won one night and been done with it? And you got more stars in there. You could have got more people in there and got them on the WrestleMania stage and all that bullshit. So I don't understand why they did it. But again, Ronda and Baszler won, but they didn't do shit. Neither one of them were really in the fucking match. And I think Baszler legit hurt her fucking foot because she was out. The doctor was looking at her foot at one point, and she had to take her shoe off, and then they had to get back in and finish the match. So,
yeah, I saw that.
So there you go again. Another match that really, to me, was a squander, a waste of time where they could have had something better. Then we had the triple threat match: Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus for the IC title. We called that shit.
I hurt.
Yeah, it hurt.
I felt every fucking bit of it.
Every fucking chop that Gunther laid in, I was like, you know that they're gonna fucking feel that shit because he's hitting with them knife edge chops.
Drew can keep up with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sheamus learned real fucking fast to start throwing some chops.
I loved how he went after Drew and he started doing the 10 beats of the Bowery and he gets up to like what fucking 20 or some shit and Drew just kind of lays down. Drew's like, I'm tired of you beating the fuck out of me and just goes to lay down and fucking Sheamus
He almost got to 30
across the face. Almost whopped him across the face. I think it was like 29 or some shit. But
that was crazy as hell.
Gunther did well. Gunther,
he's a star, man. I think he's a star.
He has a long way to go, but he is. He's going to be a breakout star. He's going to be very impressive when they finally let him do something other than what he's doing. This shit that he's doing with Imperium and what people don't realize, and you can't get this through everybody's thick fucking skull, is that WWE writes the scripts. You have to do what you're told.
Right.
You don't get say-so in your character other than what you do. And if you go off script, 9 times out of 10, unless you're, Rock, Cena, Brock, somebody like that, you're out the door. They don't like you. They don't like you to think for yourself anymore.
I would think Gunther or Walter or whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Yeah, I kept wanting to call him Walter.
I see him in a WrestleMania main event in the next year or two.
I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe not next year if they do what we were talking about and drag Cody and Roman out to next year. But, 2 years from now, maybe. But yeah, I see a lot of great things coming from Gunther because he really has that build. He's very. He can do more than he actually gets to do. Like I've seen him actually wrestle.
He's got in shape.
Oh yeah, he's lost a shit ton of weight. He's in shape and he can wrestle. He can do more than chop. So.
No, but the chops are fucking great.
Oh yeah, the chops are fucking great. I love his fucking chops. I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad you predicted this one right. Belair and Asuka. I'm glad you got this one right, okay? But let me just say this right now.
I thought it was horrible.
It was a fucking disaster, and I think Asuka should have fucking kicked her in the fucking teeth and won the fucking match because I'm so tired of fucking Belair. She is the worst fucking women's champion they have.
I don't know if you know, but the little girl.
I know about the little girl, and I give Belair her props for for doing the thing with the little girl after her mama passed away. But I still don't fucking like her. I'm sick of hearing about the EST. I wish somebody'd kick her in her fucking face.
Are they really fixing to take that shit?
I hope so. I hope they fucking unify the women's belts, do something. I hope Rhea fucking stomps her nose where she has to take some time off or something because I'm sick and tired of hearing about the EST.
All right. I had to put my phone down for a minute.
No, you're fine. I just thought you was just like mad because I was talking shit about your girl, but I don't fucking like her. I ain't liked Bianca Belair since she fucking cheated.
Sir, she ain't got no. She don't have a breast.
She ain't got no what? I can't.
She ain't got no breast.
Okay, well, it's titties.
She's not my girl.
Okay, hey, lay the fucking hairbrush down, dog, and go on. Stop. I'm having to argue with the dog. It's trying to eat my damn hairbrush.
Mm.
What it is, man. But no, ever since they let her win using her hair as a weapon, I thought then, okay, she should be fucking heel if she's going to use her hair as a weapon. So make this bitch a heel and let everybody hate her. Because everybody.
Good.
I mean,
I think she's
seriously.
better as a baby. I think she's a good baby face.
She ain't a good baby face. She's the most annoyingest bitches I've ever listened to. EST is this, that. And she ain't the best of nothing. I talk
not
better than
arguing
she
it.
talks. I can cut a meaner promo than she does. I probably can't. I don't know. I could probably wrestle better than she can today. The old me probably couldn't because, but the
You
me
sucked back
today,
then.
yeah, back then I did.
I think you'd do better in a ladder match.
Don't get me started, brother. Don't get me started. don't get me started. Anyway, moving along. We're gonna move on because I'm gonna get off of Bianca Belair because I could go on all night about how much I fucking can't stand her because she just God, if they just take the belt off of her and send her ass back to wherever she came from, give her some fucking personality and something to say besides fucking EST, that'd be great. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Well, we are the EST of this podcast.
That's right. I agree with this. Carnage Rage. He said Great Muta should have been in Asuka's corner. I 100% agree with that. I don't know why they didn't incorporate Muta into something to do with Mania. I mean, he's never really been a part of WWE. He got put into the Hall of Fame. I know that he's old. I know that it's hard for him to get around.
They probably wouldn't be able to make it down that 80-yard ramp.
Well, they could have fucking put him on one of them things we put Undertaker on and pulled his ass to the ring before.
Because I think Cena's fixing to stop and take a breather before he got to the damn ring.
Yeah, he started jogging and he's like, and then he hits the ring and he didn't have all that House of Fire. He didn't run the ropes and shit like he needed to.
Da, da, da,
da.
Like,
fuck it. He needed oxygen. And he needs some fucking hair plugs. Somebody call Rogaine and see if they'll sponsor fucking John Cena and get that motherfucker some hair.
Getting old.
He is.
He ain't got that fade no more.
No, he's oh Jesus Christ. I mean, my hairdo looks better than his. The Hell in a Cell match. The one thing I will say is I am so glad they did away with the ugly ass red cell. You got Edge, you got Finn Balor.
When I heard old school cage, I meant the Shawn Michaels Undertaker match.
Right.
Scared, but we didn't get that.
No. And I wasn't impressed with it. It was not as good as what I thought it would be.
Nope, nobody went up top or nothing like that.
I mean, granted, Finn Balor did do the thing on the inside where he came off halfway up, but it still wasn't near as impressive as, Shawn Michaels and Taker on the top, Foley getting thrown off the top, Shane leaping off the fucking thing. But what killed me, and I messaged you as it happened, I said, so they take the color off the cage and we're going to get red kendo sticks and purple kendo sticks and red chairs. And
I liked that.
Why?
I liked it. One's purple, one's red.
But why?
I don't know, but Alan Walker just texted me. He wants to be on the hottest thing going.
We'll get him scheduled.
I told him to send you a friend request.
Yeah, we'll get him scheduled. I know we've got Buster H.R. Johnson is going to reschedule with us. We actually have a question pending here. Carnage Rage wants to know, now that WWE and UFC have come together, do you think we're going to see wrestlers fight and fighters wrestle?
Well, I'm fixing to tell you right now, Roman Reigns is fixing to take the UFC heavyweight title.
I've seen that picture and I thought,
and he's going to smash him.
Dude, I was like, I need to get that up and share that graphic on the show. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing it because I don't need any more fucking heat. I don't need any more fucking heat. They're bought
I
out by a
love
new
it.
company. I don't need to get any more fucking heat. I need to not piss Endeavor off. Okay, I've already pissed everybody else
Hey,
off.
so
I ain't
technically,
trying.
you know, WWE just featured Endeavored herself.
Exactly. Exactly. They did. I
Look,
wouldn't be surprised
can
if
we just let's talk about the elephant in the room.
which one?
The fucking mustache on Vince McMahon.
Okay, let's get there. 'Cause we,
Does he not make you think of some kind of anime character?
dude, I was thinking Adolf Hitler.
Well, it'd have to be a little bit shorter. It'd have to be like this.
True, but I mean, it was bad. That mustache is bad. Like he need to shave that shit. I've never seen Vince McMahon with hair on his face, like ever.
I don't think I've seen brown hair on him since the '80s.
No,
Dark as
no.
hair.
He quit dyeing that shit after Austin whooped his ass the
He
last
got with
time.
this new woman.
Yeah. Now he's got to dye his hair, grow a mustache. What the
She's a little
fuck's
bit taller.
he taking Blue Chew too? I bet, ain't he?
But you know what? I'm sure he can get plenty of it.
Yeah, I'm sure Bischoff mails it to him like he was mailing them other things back in the day to them other people, you know.
Well, we ain't gonna bring that up because I don't want a cease and desist and a letter from an attorney.
But ain't that? Wait a minute. Ain't there a statute of limitations?
Of what?
I don't know. Everything.
So apparently some stuff not. Apparently
Yeah, I
Bill
know there.
Cosby got thrown in jail and he's incompetent
Well, we knew that.
for some shit he did way back in the day.
See, that's my thing. Why all these people going to jail all of a sudden for shit that happened back in like the 60s and the 80s and the 70s?
And the thing is, that shit was normal back then.
Yeah, right? Like they did all that stupid shit back then.
I mean, it probably wasn't legal, but I mean, it
They
was
did it.
happening.
Right. Hell, back in that day, they would fucking give. Hey, let's go fucking put everybody's room key in a bowl, and whoever's room key you pull out, that's who you're going home with tonight. Jesus Christ, I've heard about some of the crazy shit they did back in the day. But
Well,
Cody
if they
and
just want everybody to know, they, oh, well, I had sex with Bill Cosby.
Roman.
Did you really? Yeah, I was looking for some pudding pops.
It's like that dude off of fucking, what is it, Family Guy. I have some candy in my basement. Oh, we done went off the rails.
Them damn pudding pops were the shit back in the day.
Oh, Jesus.
They need to bring them back. That'd be pretty cool to bring them back, though.
Anyway, back to talking about the elephant in the room. Vince McMahon now has a mustache. He's also now back in control of creative.
Well, let's talk about how he made $9.2 billion on his $1 million investment. Not too many people say they did that.
That is true. I mean, and I've looked at that, and you realize that they're saying now that with WWE and Endeavor putting UFC in a joint company, it's going to be worth like $21 billion.
They at the time they bought UFC, UFC was worth 4.5.
Yeah.
Now they project it to be 12 point something. 12.6. So now altogether it's $21.9 billion.
Right. Carnage
All
Rage.
future Endeavor or anything they want for $9 billion.
Right. No shit. I mean, if you want to give me that kind of money, I'll gladly fucking go. Carnage Rage, longtime follower of our show here, says it's like a Nokiaism 2.0. He said that I mean, we know who Antonio Inoki is, but back in the day, Inoki used to send the MMA fighters and shit to do wrestling matches, and wrestlers to do MMA matches and shit. And so he's kind of thinking that's how it's going to end up. Which I mean, I agree. I mean, Daniel Cormier has been at a lot of WWE events recently. Like they have featured him prominently. So I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get involved more. Kettle, the guy from the 49ers.
George Kettle.
Yeah, he's an active wrestling fan, wants to be a part of it. I can see where he gets involved. You've got Bad Bunny coming back. Did you know that their next few pay-per-views aren't even in this country? They're in Puerto Rico, they're in London, they're in Saudi Arabia, and then they're coming back to oh man, what is it? They're coming back to Detroit for SummerSlam, I believe is what they said.
Gotta make that money.
I mean, they're literally Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia, the UK, and then they'll be in Detroit. So it's like a big world tour for them right now. And you know, what does that mean? You got Vince McMahon back in control of creative, but for how long? I know the rumor was he signed a 2-year contract with the company as a what? We don't know. I've heard it was a talent contract, but it can't be a talent contract because he can't fucking physically go anymore. He's damn near 80 years old by now. Hell, he may be 180. We don't know. He could be one of them fucking vampire people. But I don't see it being a talent contract. I see it more as a creative contract or a consultant contract for 2 years. Either way, he's making, $9 billion on the sale, plus he's making at least a 2 year.
He's an executive director.
Yeah.
And
Paul
Nick Khan is
still the vice president.
Yeah. He's the president.
Yeah, he's the president, and Triple H is still
COO.
Chief content officer. All their fancy fucking corporate words. And for that to be the Raw after WrestleMania, it wasn't as good as some of the Raws after WrestleMania.
That sucks.
I will say Matt Riddle came back. Looking forward to seeing him and Miz next week, bro.
I was hoping to see Orton.
I was too. I kept waiting for it, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's sad. I miss Orton.
But maybe, maybe Friday night on SmackDown. I don't know. That's just like I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with Bray Wyatt. I'm trying to figure out if him and Vince had a creative issue now that Vince is back. I'm trying to figure out if it was him and Paul that had the creative issue.
They say he's hurt.
Well, I've heard that he's hurt, and I've heard that he's had a creative issue with somebody that has say-so. So I don't know. I don't know for sure on that. I know Randy's getting ready to make his comeback after his back issues and his legal battle for his tattoos. Apparently,
they said there was bad morale last night.
Oh, I believe it. I've heard several people ready to put their notes in and ask for their releases.
I know they released the tag team involved in the little group that Simone Johnson's in.
Oh, the NXT group?
Yeah.
Look, there's Uncle Carl. You say hi? You say hi? You see him? You see the computer? Sorry. Bougie wanted to come on and say hi.
Look.
She had to come on and say hi.
I've seen Bougie a lot on the Book of Face.
The Book of Face? Oh, no, my wife loves that dog.
You have officially been replaced.
I know, right? It's all right. I got my Jeep. I ain't worried about it. I got my Jeep. That's all that matters. By the way, happy 4x4 day to everybody out there. all my Jeep friends.
That's a sweet looking Jeep.
Thank you. I'd like to put it on lift, put some bigger wheels on it. That way it's ready to go for some off-roading. We got another question here from Carnage Rage. He says that Triple H, HBK, and Gable, I can never pronounce
Gabe Sapolsky.
Thank you. I can never say his fucking last name right. They should break away NXT and rebrand it NXT Evolve.
What do you think?
I think that would be, I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't see it happen. I wish.
NXT is a brand of WWE. It'll never happen. Because guess what? WWE owns that.
Yeah, they own that name. So, but here's the thing. I wish Tony Khan would pull his head out of his ass.
Let me ask you, what do you think his big announcement's going to be tomorrow?
Nothing important. Unless he got a TV deal for Ring of Honor all of a sudden, which I doubt. I
figure he's going to probably like,
we're having
I want to announce that we got another championship coming in. And it's the AEW Japan title.
Right. The All Elite Japanese Championship. Yeah, I'm over his big announcements because they either always tend to flop or be the shittiest thing I've ever heard.
So, let me ask you a question. Who do you want to see face MJF?
Not Jungle Boy. I mean, not Jungle Boy.
I want to change something. I want to go off on a different road on you.
All right.
Jeff Jarrett.
He won't do it.
They were talking about that shit on his podcast today.
He won't do it. He turned them down.
Conrad told him, he said, we figured out why you didn't win the title from Orange Cassidy. Because we know you're sick and tired of playing vice president. You were ready to be the president. You're going to go for Big Platinum.
Well, I mean, no, he turned them down. Jeff said he does not want a title reign with the AEW Championship. And that's like, and my thing is, CM Punk.
Does he come back or not?
He comes back. There's no way in hell he doesn't. They're making more money on him right now with him sitting at home than they're making on half the fucking little bullshit talent that they've signed. Because they're merchandising his figures and everything else and selling his image and shit. They're making bank on Phil Brooks as CM Punk right now with him sitting on his ass at home.
I just thought of something. They got to come up AEW Thursday night. That's the new show.
Oh, God. They're going to go to Thursday nights? Why? Because of NBA?
Well, no. Monday you got Dark Elevation. Tuesday you got Dark. Wednesday you got Dynamite. You need something for Thursday. You got Rampage on Friday. You got Battle of the Belts on Saturday.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So we're going to have...
Pay-per-views are on Sunday.
We're going to have an AEW show every day of the week?
I mean...
Does anybody even watch Elevation anymore? Does anybody ever watch Dark?
If you give me a few minutes, I can look it up and find out.
I mean, okay, let me stop and rephrase that. Is there anybody that has a fucking life other than children that stay, on a phone, or middle-aged adults that are in their, not having a job, living in mom's fucking basement, that watches it, okay? Because I don't watch Dark. I don't watch, what is it, Elevation?
Yeah.
I don't watch that shit. I don't have time to sit down and watch it.
I used to watch it.
I tried. And then it got so ridiculous they were putting 20 fucking matches on fucking Dark. And I was like, this is bullshit. If you're going to do this, just fucking pay for fucking 2 hours of TV time and put them on TV and be done with it.
Yeah, I used to watch it when I was on medical leave.
Right, that's different. You had
I had
fucking
plenty of
nothing but
time.
time on your hands. I've got shit to do. Even I'm on vacation right now until the 24th of April, and then I go back to work. But I'm not sitting around watching wrestling. I'm remodeling the yard, the house, working on the Jeep, going out and doing Jeep shit, spending time with the dogs, spending time with the kids.
We're just playing with the weather around here.
That too. We've got weather coming our way the next few
We
days,
got
apparently.
we got strong storms coming in either tonight or early in the morning.
Carnage Rage, shout out to you, by the way. Thank you for all your questions. Alan Walker, shout out to you for all your comments. I know I haven't read all of them, but
Alan, we'll get you on there next week if we don't get Buster.
If we don't get Buster, we'll plan for you next week, and then we'll plan for Buster, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. We'll get you in there. But Carnage, thank you for all the questions tonight. Definitely, I just want to be honest with you. I didn't watch Supercard of Honor this year. There wasn't enough on the show that intrigued me to pay $39.99, and so I didn't watch. I mean,
prayers out to Dante Martin for breaking his fucking ankle.
Was it his ankle? I thought it was his leg.
It happened down there right at his ankle.
I know that it snapped clear in half, like he Conor McGregor'd that shit.
Oh yeah, that was when he finally landed after falling through all the tables.
Yeah, Penta hit him with the Mexican Destroyer. Boom, boom, boom. Hits the floor, and his leg just like, boop. Neighbor showed me the video, and I was like, oh, shit, that was horrible.
I love how that move has 15,000 names on it.
I know, right?
If you're Canadian, it's Canadian Destroyer. And that's what I originally heard about for Petey Williams. If you're Latino, it's the Mexican Destroyer. If you're from Panama City, Florida, it's the Panama Sunrise.
Yes.
Well,
wait a minute. Stop. Stop. Time out.
If you're from Pittsburgh, it's the Pittsburgh Sunrise.
Well, then there's that. But time out. Hold on. Because let me defend something here. Okay, the first time that move was ever done, it was Petey Williams. It was the Canadian Destroyer. That was the name that I thought it would always be known as, was the Canadian Destroyer.
I mean, Ricky Morton even did it.
Right. And it was called a Destroyer. But then
it was Canadian at the time, too.
Right. You get the Panama Sunrise. Now, his is different. His is not standing on the ground. He leaps from the second rope, then hits you with the Destroyer. So the Panama Sunrise is different from the Canadian Destroyer, whereas I don't know why we call it a Mexican Destroyer, a Latino Destroyer, a Puerto Rican Destroyer, or any of the other shit that they call it when it's done, because there's nothing different about it other than when fucking Adam Cole does it, or Adam Page.
It's Adam Cole.
It is Adam Cole. I almost called him Michael Cole again. I'm fucking. There's too many fucking people in this business. I give up.
There's too many Adams in AEW.
Right. There's fucking Adam. I'm only putting this part of the question up. He wants to know our thoughts on the Davey Richards situation. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, or have you? So apparently there have been accusations of him being abusive toward his wife, toward his kids. Like,
ain't he married to Angelina Love?
I believe so, or was at one time. Maybe he still is. I don't know for sure. But like, I know that there was a insinuation of like alcohol being involved and shit like that, and different things. He has removed himself from several companies, and several companies have removed him from themselves. So
I hope he gets help.
I do too. That's my main goal.
And he takes, what do you call it?
Rehab seriously, and he
takes
Ambien. No, you're looking.
I'm talking about take responsibility for his actions.
Yeah, accountability. Yeah,
accountability. Yeah, he needs to take accountability. Fix that if it's fixable.
Definitely. I mean,
I don't like abusive. relationships.
Right.
Been in one because the person would get drunk, come home, and decide to bring up my past,
I feel you. Been
and I
there,
didn't even
done
do
that.
nothing.
I feel you.
Um, just people need to take responsibility for what they do. I hope he gets cleaned up, whatever it's going on,
I,
and hope for the
I
best.
I really hope that no matter what the situation is, that he gets the help he needs before it's too late.
Pull the nose up, Davey.
Because you never know.
And when we say pull the nose up, that don't mean that we know the motherfucker's on coke or something. It's more of pick your
Gra-
head up,
grab the
dust
fucking
yourself off,
grab the steering
and
wheel of the
take
plane.
and let's do what's right, and
Get
let's
out of the
fix these
nosedive.
issues, and
Right.
yeah, and help and fix your relationship with your wife and your kids. I coming from a guy that's been divorced 3 times.
Yeah, I
I
feel
don't
you.
like I don't like divorce. I didn't ask for it. Um, so um,
I asked for both of mine. Both my
yeah.
exes were fucking insane. I ain't even gonna lie.
Um, you know, my first wife. I mean, I'm sure she don't want to put her business out there, but she had problems, and I always overlooked those, and always hoped that she'd be better. And I'm glad to say, as of March 20th, she has been clean a year, and
That's awesome.
I just let her know every day I'm here praying for her and hoping the best for her, because I mean it's never too late to get right
Right.
and get straight, and so
But since you brought up cocaine, I do have this new merchandise that I need to plug.
go ahead.
So there was
Wait,
this
what? We plugging cocaine on the show now?
no. But it's like it's like I don't know. I've never done cocaine, but they have this
I haven't
pre-workout.
either.
I was waiting for that. It's a pre-workout that you can dip, and I like to dip,
We're
but
dipping cocaine.
it's pre-workout.
I mean, I'm sure it gets you fast.
If you don't believe me, look it up. It's called Send It Supplements. They have a Fruity Flex flavor, something cherry, and something like a blueberry or raspberry or some shit. Dude, I dipped that shit the other day for the first time when mine came in. And you want to talk about being on a rush? I was running around this house. So I couldn't figure out what the fuck I needed to do because I had so much fucking energy.
So now we're saying that cocaine's a supplement,
No,
and
that's
that'll
not
help
what
you
I'm.
move around the house and maybe clean that bitch up some.
Oh my god! If
What?
that's what it gets to get you to take a fucking pre-workout, Carl, and get up off your ass, then yes, sure, dip cocaine if that's what you want to do.
I almost took steroids one time.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Won't say with who, but I don't want to lose that
Well,
friendship.
we're gonna end the show on that note. I'm gonna go eat my late night dinner and spend some time with the wife. I've got to get up, put the kids on the bus in the morning, and I have some things I need to go take care of tomorrow. But
Remember, the wheels on the bus go round and round.
not the. I thought it. Never mind. I thought it was the roulette table went round and round, but who knows?
It does that too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in again. Alan Walker, get with Titanic. We'll get you set up for next week.
Let's get together Friday.
Get together Friday. Friday, what the fuck for Friday? Oh, it's
I'm
Good Friday.
off. I'm
There you
off.
go. Let's do something Friday then. What do you want to do Friday?
I don't know.
Early morning, late night.
Oh shit.
Stripper
Yeah,
poles, lube.
we'll
What
do it
we
in the
need?
morning. We
All
can do it
right,
in the
sounds
morning.
good. I didn't know what I needed to bring, so I was asking.
Brother, we could always do stripper poles in the morning time.
Right.
I don't hate. I've been to Platinum Plus at 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
All right. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on Friday morning. We'll let you know the time as soon as we know the time. Hell, we may let you know right as we're going live. But we'll get with Alan and we'll get with Buster, get them guys scheduled, and let everybody know when we're doing another guest appearance on the show. And you got any closing words?
Keep your nose clean. No.
Order Blue Chew.
To be serious, if you feel like you have a problem,
Yes.
don't be afraid to reach out and get help.
If you want to talk to one of us,
family
is
is the most important thing in life, and no matter how them kids may drive you crazy or how that wife might want you to pull your hair out, sometimes those are the only people that are in your corner. So,
amen.
And we don't want to break that up. So, just want to send out a lot of prayers out tonight. Can't really go into anything that's happened today, but there's some families that need prayer. And if you just say a little prayer, God knows what's going on.
Amen.
And always remember, everybody loves somebody.
That's true. You never know what anybody's going through.
You don't know what's going on. Yeah, you don't know what the next person's going through. You may think you do, but
I have a shirt that I got from the Valhalla Project. It is a company that does a lot of charity for veterans who suffer from PTSD. And the shirt says that you never know the battle that the person next to you is fighting with, but everybody's fighting their own battle. So be kind.
And I believe that.
And that's true.
And if you're making bad decisions, stop.
Well, that ain't ever going to happen.
I don't know. I have a nephew that refuses to stop.
Which one? On there or here?
There.
Oh, okay.
Here.
I was going to say. I was going to say there, here, where? Which one are we talking about now? Oh, Lord.
I love y'all.
I love
thank
you. Love everybody out there.
Everybody that tunes in, thank you. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't do this. We probably would, but it's a lot more fun knowing that we got people that actually watch.
And we can make you laugh, and you have good questions.
Thank you for coming out and just jumping on here late at night because I work kind of late and it takes me about an hour to get home. And the train didn't help none. So
I feel you there. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that struggle.
Yeah. Well,
I just deal with the dog dragging stuff out that she shouldn't have. I got to go catch the dog. I'm sorry.
Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
There it is.
And that's your words of advice.